than to die. This is the essential way of the life of the body which cannot be altered. There is no way anybody in the past or at present or in the future also, it will be same that bodies will have to go through same kind of process. Similarly, your soul has also the same kind of process which you will have to go through. Nobody can change, you can also not change. And what is that process? That if it is put into the kingdom of God and it is established over there, then it will grow further and further, come out the physical body at time of initiation. This process, up to this extent at least, is conducted by the master. Their soul is coming out of the death system from the grave and comes into little apartment which is no doubt still prison house, but there is some liberty in it. And then other bodies are also to be coming to be discarded, and we have to come out of those limitations, and then we are to expand in our own horizon. No limit and no time and no space is there. We are everywhere and we are eternal, timeless and spaceless, and no problem, no worry, no suffering, no disease, all ecstasy, all peace, all glory, all beauty, everything is there with us. This is also a lifestyle which is compulsory. That is why Master says that I have initiated you and I have taken seat with your soul, with you as soul, and that I will make you perfect with God. Till I do not make you perfect with God, I will remain with you, and after that He also there with you. But then there is some not process that He has to do. Then you are just naturally His own self. But as long as you have not been converted to be the same as He is, till that time He has to take care that the other power which is there connected to your other self, that may not again steal you back, rob you back, and that He to be at guard and has to be active for us and always attending to us all the time, each moment. And that is why it is told that I will be with you till I had not made you one with God, one with myself, because then there is no vigilance required for me. Automatically you will be adjusted to me, and at that agency which is there having any intention to steal you away, rob you away, will not be able to reach that status, that level where you will be there. You will be then 100% connected automatically to me. This state of our life is there also destined. Now, which kind of life we are to feeling like select? This is now our decision, because in this world, as we have come, we have been given birth as God, by God. As God has His own will, nobody is there to press Him in any way. In the same way, to keep our Godhood and show that you are God, that God has told that it is your discretion, your free will to select what way you are to adopt, way of destruction or way of life. I cannot compel you. I will come to you and will suggest to you and will tell you the merits and demerits of both the sides, and then you have to decide and then to ask for, and then it will be given unto you. This is a little difficult process. And difficult in the way that when the things are told to the mind and intellect, they will not understand. You go on reading some scriptures, or anyone who is not really connected with God and having power to awaken your soul, and goes on teaching you any teachings of any religion or any book, scripture, or any master teachings will fall flat. Because mind and intellect has no understanding for this higher life. It is only when a master comes that he awakens first the soul of the audience and then begin to speak more than 50% up to 60 or 70% to the souls. Otherwise, he feels like 100% speaking to the soul. But because you have got your children also with you, your body and your naughty child, mind, and also your intellect also, a child, those also to be given something, some toffee or something. Okay, keep engaged. That you are not disturbing, my dear one. And that something interesting is given to you also to understand and to think, and that something it is little attractive. So mind, intellect and body are also kept engaged, attracted, but they will not really understand. They will only feel like enjoying something, but they will not understand. But all what is given to you is at the level of soul. And then you are given the meditations. That is best part of the talk. That the master will directly be able to connect himself to your soul. And then he will not have to deal with the body, mind and intellect. And that when he tells you that withdraw your soul from the body and from outside and attend over here, and that then the mind and intellect and body are made peaceful. They are not feeling like having any energy or any disturbing factor. And then the soul is directly connected to the master power, to the sound or to the light, and then it begin to enjoy. And that enjoyment which is there, soul is really enjoying of his own state and own magnitude and his own high self level. Something is also available to the body, mind and intellect even. They also feel better, they also feel more peaceful, also more something peace, sweetness and fragrance, something they also find. Because if you pass by a shop which is having some kind of fragrances, you will have some little good fragrance just by passing by. Because there is some stock over there which we have not found, but something is coming out as radiation and is available just at random, offhand. So what is being enjoyed by the soul? Soul is really directly enjoying, but the body, mind and intellect are also enjoying something what is coming out as a byproduct. And body, mind and intellect you will find nourished. That if you set meditation on sound or light, let it be, but sound is much better, invigorating, that you are in bad tensions and problems and your body is how tired, exhausted. In the beginning it will be a little difficult to you that all this tensions and problems and physical hard conditions will go on attracting your attention to itself. But when you pray to the Master for help, that I may not waste my time, I want to avail this time, please help me that I am able to meditate. Then he will take care of your body, mind and intellect and will also take care of your attention as soul and will be connected Just for 2 seconds, if you are connected to sound, you will find yourself energy, peace, sweetness, and free of tensions, problems, and worries. And that further you will feel like meditating, you will feel like enjoying. Then you will not feel that it is hard to withdraw my attention from outside, as mind is wandering outside, or my body is aching, some itching is there, some pains are there somewhere, some flies, mosquitoes are there. They all will vanish. Everything will vanish. And you will find total peace by the arrangement, by the blessing of the kingdom of God, and through your soul, which you will be able to enjoy. And then when you will come up a different person in your own feeling. And the other people, when they will look at you, they will not feel any difficulty or difference in looking at your body. But when you will come near to them, they will feel you different. Because your behavior, your sweetness and peace, which is there inside you, that is coming out of it, radiating out of it. If there's an angry person, look into the eyes of that person, you will also feel boiling in yourself. The same anger will enter into you, and you will react or act in the same anger as the other person is there. Because everywhere we go, we give and take also. What we have got, good or bad with us, we give to others, radiate to others, especially through eyes. Eyes are the main agency how to express ourselves. As you see that in hypnotism or mesmerism, mainly the people are looking at others through the eyes, because the mind can work through the eyes directly. With some other organs it is very little. Some people just use their hands also. Something power is coming out of the hands also. But best is there when you are looking through the eyes and looking at the forehead of the person, and you also feel like that your power is coming out of your forehead and you are directing it to somebody. That is best way of influencing the other with your thought, whatever it is. That although mesmerism people, they only control the thoughts, other people only for their purpose. That what you want to get done by others, their minds and intellects may not begin to work independently, and they are now under our control, and what we like, they will do that. They will not do anything. But our purpose is that we are to come out of the control of the mind and intellect, and that mind and intellect are set aside, and we are coming over here, and we are not looking at somebody's body, mind or intellect to control that, but we are attending upward and looking forward. Upward means looking forward. And that when you are looking forward, then you are attending to your own self, your own way of life, and that the great veil of darkness, which is totally 100% impregnable wall. Any person with any mental powers, because otherwise mental powers are the highest, only the spiritual power is more high. Next is the mental power, and that's why those people who had been able to collect mental powers, they also did wonders in this world. All the people who are big controllers, big scientists, big inventors, and big administrators, kings, emperors, and other people who are very, very great persons, they had developed mental powers in them. And that mental powers did work such like things which ordinary people of this world could not do. They cannot do. And that they are going along. And when those mental powers are finished, then they are going down. And there is no benefit of these powers afterwards. But these powers which the people use, they have to suffer later.